Here we go.
I'm Rick.
I'm Stacy.
And we're Homestead Homies. And you're watching Off Grid with Doug and Stacy.
As promised, I'm going to make a sweet potato greens recipe today. And I want to bring you guys along. So I want you guys to look at these sweet potatoes today. They are still growing good. They're still flowering. And I want to show you, if you're going to do this, which sweet potatoes are the best to use, or sweet potato greens to use while you are going to make yours. Sweet potato vines are pretty cool. They're similar to like a spinach or, you know, a Swiss chard or mustard green. But the thing about them, a lot of people might stay away from them because they're high in the oxalic acids. One thing with the sweet potato greens is they're a little lower. So maybe you can tolerate those better. But I want to show you, if you look over here, when you pick your greens, you always want to pick the greens that are the darker green as opposed to the ones that are lighter green. These are the ones that are darker over the ones that are lighter that are going to have the most vitamins and nutrients still in them. So you want the darker green ones. So when I'm picking mine, those are the ones I'm going to pick today. So I'm just going to go ahead and pick a few, cut them off, and bring them inside and we'll prepare them. Now the neat thing about the greens is, you know, we always eat the sweet potatoes, and Doug and I love the sweet potatoes. But the one thing about the greens is you're going to get a little bit more vitamins out of the greens. I think it's like 5 times more vitamin C than the actual potato. And more, some of the B vitamins, like riboflavin, you're going to get a lot more of those. Let's get some of the flour. Yeah, I can't wait. It looks like we're going to have a pretty nice bounty of the sweet potatoes. So I hope so.
A little better than our potato palette thing?
Yeah. But, you know, you live and you learn. We try it. And we got some. That was good. And they taste good. All right. And just know, so you know, don't just grab a couple of them, because when you do greens, they shrink down a lot. So I got lots going on today. I'm in the middle of making some salsa. I had a ton of these yellow tomatoes. So over here I made some yellow tomato fermented salsa. And I did last year, I did a fermenting salsa video. We'll link that above, so check it out. But I'm just going ahead, and this one I think I'm going to put some cherry tomatoes in it because I got so many of them still. So I'm fermenting, lacto-fermenting some cherry tomato salsa on this one. But in the meantime, I am soaking my sweet potato leaves, and I cut off the ends, and I just put a few stems in there because the stems are a little tough. And a sweet potato is a tougher type of leaf. So just letting them soak a little bit will kind of help break it down a little bit. And then when I prepare it, I'll show you a little trick to kind of help it so that it is not quite so tough. And then we're having lamb tonight. So I'm marinating the lamb chops and some lamb steaks, and I'm making it with some brown rice, and I'm cooking it on a Camp Chef. I love this thing. I think I had done a frittata. I had done it like a few weeks ago in here. And this oven is great because it can bake bread and cookies, and I use it for a lot. And I really like it, the way we have it set up on the table now. And then it's got the 2 burners here. So if I need to, you know, cook a couple things at the same time, I can. And I love it because I was always used to having 1 burner, and it was so hard. This way I could cook 2 things, and the oven's all connected. And I love the Camp Chef. So we have some links below. If you guys want to check it out, you can check it out. To get some ghee, and I did a video on ghee in the sun oven. You can do it in a regular oven, and I love ghee because it does not burn like butter, and that is really my preference to cooking on high heat. I really love it. So if you guys aren't using ghee, you might want to try it. I'll link a video above. I did one in the sun oven, so maybe check it out. It's so easy because it's expensive in the grocery store, and it's very easy to make. So I just put like 2 tablespoons in my cast iron pan, and all I'm going to do is go ahead and kind of get my onions caramelized a bit. Oops, let me kind of bit. I'm going to put it on the pan. put it on the Camp Chef right here. So I'm just gonna do, you know, cook them for, you know, 5 minutes or so. And then when that's done, I'm gonna go ahead and add my garlic. So I'm gonna get these soft. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put my lamb chops on the grill. And I did a video a little while back on Is Your Barbecue Killing You? And I kind of talked about, you know, the charbroiling and all that and things that you can do to kind of counteract that by making different marinades and doing different things with your meats. So go ahead and check that out. I did a really good marinade on that one. So you can check that out. I'm gonna put this on, and then in just a minute, we're gonna have a scrumptious meal. I'm putting in a couple cloves of garlic in here now. And I'm just gonna kind of get it going. My onions are kind of getting down so they're tasting yummy and getting the sweetness out of it. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add the key ingredient here, which is apple cider vinegar, because the vinegar is going to kind of help break the bitterness, because a lot of these greens, especially the older that they get, they are a little bit more tougher and have a little bit more bitterness to them. So this will really help with that. And then I'm also going to add some maple syrup in there to give it a little sweetness, and some salt and pepper. So maple syrup first. And that's maybe 3 tablespoons or so. I'll put my apple cider vinegar in there, maybe 2 or 3 tablespoons of that. And then I'll put my, you know, like a nice teaspoon of salt. I'll put some pepper in there too. Now, if you guys want to add a little spice to it, you could also add the red pepper flakes, which really makes it good too. If you want a little zing to it with the sweet, it does taste good with the maple syrup. And then I'm going to go ahead and let my greens in there. And remember, it may look like a lot, but it's going to go down to hardly nothing. So I'm going to let it go here. Just kind of wash it. And I'm not going to let this cook that much. I'm going to go ahead and turn my stove off just a little bit because the cast iron gets hot and I don't want it to get this hot. Because remember, the heat's what's going to destroy a lot of the enzymes. So I'm just going to kind of let it kind of sit in here and simmer. Alrighty, so it's time to eat, and I want to show you the greens that I made. One great thing about cast iron cooking is it keeps the heat in it, and I am all about keeping as much nutritional value as I can in my food. So when I got it going and I put them in there and they shrunk down a little bit, I just let them sit there a little bit and they just cooked on their own, so you didn't have to worry about overcooking them. So the greens turned out marvelously. I love them. They tasted good. I already sampled them. But what I love about this whole meal is it's all from our farm, except for the rice. I can't grow rice here, but everything else, you know, the lamb. I have a arugula and kale salad with our tomatoes and our onions and our cucumbers and all the herbs. I have basil and oregano in there. And it's very empowering to know that I grew all this. Here's my sweet potatoes and my garlic. Everything is from my garden. So let's eat. Let's see, I got some lamb steaks and some lamb chops. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video about our meal and all that, and some ideas that you can get with the sweet potato vines. So try them and let us know in the comments below what you think, if you tried it and what you think of it, because I give it a big, big thumbs up. But you can check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. See you guys. Hey guys, thanks for watching our video. You might want to check out these videos.
And if you want to become a Homestead Homie, click the picture of us below.
We will see you tomorrow.